I'm making this video on a whim because the very content of this video is not caring what other people think. I think growing up, um, it really shaped the way I thought about my own life. Like, I was a kid and I really didn't care much about what people thought. I literally just did my own stuff, and as a result, did I really as a result I was kind of bullied because people thought I was really annoying. Even though now looking back, I don't really think I was annoying. I was just being who I thought I was. I was a very creative, carefree, loving child, and I look back at those days and I'm really upset that society really, how do I say, punished me for um, things that I thought I was being normal for. So I actually thought to myself that maybe the things I did was not normal and I wasn't enough. I wasn't as smart, I wasn't as normal, I was just a very interesting and weird child, and I believe a lot of people thought of me that way. And I was still that weird child growing up until it came to a point where I became more aware of what other people were around me were thinking, and so I stopped really. Yes, I became I acted more socially acceptable. People started to like me more, but deep down, that was all I could think about, what people thought of me, and a part of me still stayed true to myself. But at those moments that I stayed true to myself, I believe I was still punished, and that is a part of me what I thought of. I think that is what makes me think that maybe you can't truly fully be yourself because people are always going to be there to judge you. But now, as I'm a 20-year-old, even though I might not look like it, I realize that you have to have self belief that strong. You have to believe in what you're doing in order to not give a fuck about anything. What I mean by not give a fuck about what people think of you. If you're a bad person and you bully kids and you um, do like some really bad shit and you don't even believe in yourself and people are telling you like, no, don't do that. Yeah, well, obviously you haven't built that self-belief, or you're not trying to become a good person, so you don't deserve to just be yourself and not care what other people think. But unless you truly believe what you're doing is good, what you're doing is improving yourself, that you fight for what you think is right, and that you think of yourself as someone who lives a meaningful life, who is kind, who doesn't hurt other people, then I believe, who is there to judge you for your actions? And why will you stop others from doing what you think is meaningful and gives you joy and gives others joy and happiness? I think growing up, and I still struggle with this. I still struggle with thinking of like how other people would think, and I look back at all my memories and I'm like just so embarrassed because I'm just so afraid. Like, how are people gonna see me? How are people gonna think of me? I don't believe I was ever a bad child. I don't believe that I was ever someone who had the wrong direction in life. I never once in my life, looking back, I have had, I've always had good intentions with people. Never once did I have felt jealous before, but I never acted on jealousy. I felt insecure before, but I never acted on my insecurities and made others feel insecure. My intentions were always clear, my intentions were always good, but it was because of the judgment of others that I was afraid, that I was hurt. But I realized what people judge most about others is what they judge most about themselves. It's a mirror that reflects who they are as a person. When you judge less, which I feel like I judge less, a lot less, and that made me realize that I should accept more. Not just accept more of other people, but accept more of myself, of what makes me unique, of what makes me beautiful. I think I just watched a video on like how all people have this regret of caring too much what people think. And I wondered, did I, or to this day, do I think too much of what people think? I think a part of me does. Sure, criticism works, but I think running away or hiding because of being afraid to take risk, of being afraid to do certain things, I think that is a problem that I still currently face. It's important to realize that we live in this earth, that we have only one life to have, and to live it in the perception of other people means that you are living for them. You have to live life for yourself. You can't just sit there and watch other people grow and ask if they're enjoying your show, because no one is really watching you. The only person who's watching you is you. So if you think you're truly doing good things, that what you are working on is truly great, then who is to judge? People are not watching you. It is you that is watching you, or perhaps the people that care about you. I think that it's really difficult for me to say this because to this day I struggle with the anxiety of what people think of me. I struggle with looking back at embarrassing moments and being like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. But then looking back at it, I'm like, nothing's wrong with me doing it. I struggle with understanding that I am enough. I've always had this dream of being a good father one day, helping others. But then I stopped saying those things of like being a good father because I was just so afraid of what people thought. I was so afraid that people were gonna ban me as like, oh, you just want to look good, you just want to be perceived, you're just saying that for validation. You're not really like, you have to shut up and you have to like, that's what I thought. So I stopped saying that. And yes, to a fact, it's like, stop talking, because like it's more of the actions you put, not the words you say. But part of me is like, I'm going to keep working towards that, and I don't think people have the right to judge me because what I'm working on is something that I believe is true. And when I focus on meaning, on that thing that makes me keep going, which is love, family, friends, the things I'm grateful for, I think I just gain a lot more respect for myself, and I don't think people can take away that respect. And so I'm going to continue to fight for myself because I believe that what I fight for is my sanity and my own protection, and that I have a lot of things going for me. So I am not going to act like a victim anymore, but I am going to become who I think I should become. Thank you.